My name is Mesut Kacmaz. I was teacher, I was educationist, and my last duty was in Pakistan. I was director of public relations over there. I was doing as principal for 5 years.
This is Meral Kacmaz. I'm a science and English teacher, and I was working in Pakistan at Pakistan School as a deputy principal while just before when I was kidnapped.
Before 27th of September, almost 10 days before our kidnapping, our abduction, uh, there were some people around our house continuously hearing and gazing while I was going to mosque from my house. I have been actually selected randomly. I used to go to Turkey frequently, and I used to receive invitation from the Turkish government. That's why I was known well in Turkey as well in Pakistan for those people. And of course, I was the director of as a public relations. Maybe just to disconnect the relations with good people in Pakistan, that was the target. So during the 27th of September, I was in a sleep, and but my wife was wakened. So she woke me and she said that there are some police officers in front of the house. It was at night, 1:30 a.m.
There wasn't any sign on the cars, or there wasn't uniforms
Uniform.
on the people. They were plain clothes, and almost 15, 20 recognized people, but we didn't know who they were.
So they have raided to my house, even though our landlord tried to prevent them to enter inside. But they came to my house and they said that they are going to take us to safe house. And I asked any legal document, warrant, paper, or any ID to make sure that they are the official people or officers, and they have rejected to show anything. When we protest, they have beaten us too much, me, my wife as well, and my children. And my wife unfortunately fainted at the door of the house. We have been taken like that, and we have put in a separate vehicle. And then in the car, I have been beaten too much. They were continuously beating me on my face, on my head, on my shoulder. And when I was asking that why are you beating? What is the reason? Or why? Where are they taking me? And what about my family, my kids, my wife? And they were not responding.
They have taken us to this place which they have hold us, and first time in my life I had to clean up blood from my kids' body and from my husband's body because they were pulled on the ground and their body was covered with bruises and wounds. And I was shaking because in Pakistan it was very usual to to disappear people after kidnapping. We are in a place without sunlight, we can't see outside, and everywhere was covered with iron bars and curtains, and then it was really scary. But we had, because we were with children, in the meantime we had to calm them down. One of them was 15, other one was 17. They are minors, and they are girls, but they had to suffer handcuffs. They had to suffer being blindfolded, black sacks, and then with the beating, and then pulling on the ground. So they didn't deserve it. After 17 days, they said that they will take us to the capital of the Pakistan, and in the capital, we will be allowed to meet with our lawyer and with the people from the Turkish embassy. And that moment, we realized that they are handing us over to somebody, but we don't know who they will be, who they are handing us over.
We have been handed over us to Turkish intelligence, and the Turkish government sent special jets, that's all, for us only. And we have been taken to Istanbul. But during almost 5 hours, 30 minutes during flight time, I have been tortured a lot, and I have been really threatened over my family. And they have told me, just we are going to accept whatever we say, and otherwise we are going to rape your daughter, your wife, in front of you. So when we arrived to Turkey, that journey continued like that.
After our kidnap, I was taken under custody in Turkey with the children, and they had to experience those environments. They were behind iron bars, and later on, I was kept in a cell in Turkey for 6 months. So our kids were alone with their uncle. I couldn't even hear one of my daughter's voice for 2.5 months. You are half dead because if you are separated from your kids forcibly, you are half dead. And not only me, I was in one of the cells, but I was able to see the women in the other cell. And then they were all same. There were lots of women crying for their children. When you are in those conditions, you don't cry for anything else. You cry for your children actually. And the worse than crying for my children was watching other mothers who are crying for their children because it is so painful. They made me believe that I will never leave the jail in my life. I believe that lifetime they will put me in the jail because if you kept under custody for 1 month without sunlight, without proper food and the conditions, you believe whatever they try to make you believe. But I didn't sign what they wanted me to sign. I didn't accept what they forced me to accept. And I thought that 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, I don't know. But finally, one of the courts will prove that I'm innocent.
Our court cases, our hearing started 13th February 2018, and it was a very tough case hearing. I have told everything to the prosecutor. The second case hearing was 26th April 2018. That time my wife was released, and 3rd of July, my last case hearing. So court has orders to release me as well. And then he said that we are going to be sentenced for 6 years, 3 months, actually, me and my wife as well. So that we are safe right now. This is the situation, what happened.
The verdict was supposed to reach much earlier. I think they are trying to buy some time because they know that once a day, how ridiculous is our case will be clear. We used to think that in our country, justice is over. We know that how judiciary is being controlled by the government, and whatever government says is the ultimate truth, and nobody can change it. And we don't know what to do. We are helpless.
The people who kidnapped us, they have continuously told us that our file was clear in Pakistan, and he said that they have received the file from 5 intelligence service of Pakistan, and it was clear. Only one thing he said that, sorry sir, you are being ruled in Turkey by dictator, and this is the order of Erdogan, order of Turkish government. They have put pressure on us to kidnap you, and we don't know what is the reason. We have no file.
The problem was not our critic about the Turkey or the government. The problem was not supporting Erdogan. Because we are people who love their country. I love my country. Turkey is my nation, my country. I will always love my country and my nation. There is no doubt. But the problem was not supporting them. You don't nowadays. The situation is somewhere like that. You are a journalist or you are someone in a critical point, and you don't have to criticize them. Even if you don't support them, it is enough to be eliminated.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your testimony now. And start the question time with you, Judge van der Westhuizen.
Thanks, President. At this stage, I will pass, and perhaps I will come back, but I don't have a question right now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will give the floor to Judge Maliverni and then to Judge Bianco.
Thank you, Madam President. So you have been abducted in Pakistan. Do you know if it's by the Pakistani police or by people sent from Turkey to Pakistan to abduct you? This is my question. And the aircraft who took you from Pakistan to Turkey, was it a Pakistani aircraft or a Turkish aircraft?
Okay, we have been kidnapped in Pakistan, Lahore city, by the local ISI, Inter-Service of Intelligence, Pakistan Army Intelligence people, about 15 to 20 people. But when I was released later, I learned that there was one man from Turkish intelligence and one lady, again from Turkish intelligence, among the team who has kidnapped us. And the aircraft crew was Turkish. There were about 7 or 8 people. I am not sure about that. I came to know because of their talking each other. They were Turkish crew, and the plane was Turkish as well.
Thank you very much. The floor is yours, Judge Bianco.
Thank you, Madam President. My question actually follows a little bit what Judge Malinverni said. You're flown to Turkey, and did you land to a civil or military airport, or did you kind of realize where you're landing? Did you present any kind of paper or passport, or was any kind of Turkish authority certifying that you entered Turkish territory, or this kind of transfer from the authority, from the aircraft to kind of official authority in Turkey? So how did that go? Thank you.
Okay, actually, thank you so much. We have been taken to the aircraft in Pakistan by forcibly and unwillingly. We have told the authority many times that they are the Turkish intelligence and our life is going to be under risk. Somehow they said that there is no other way, that you are supposed to leave. And we have been taken to the aircraft, and they have attacked us, as I told, almost 5 hours. They have tortured me very heavily, brutal tortured. And it is very unfortunate that they have threatened me to rape my daughters and my wife in front of me if I don't accept their testimony. And when I landed in Turkey, they have used very abusive language. I mean, Turkish authority at the airport. We have been landed in civil Atatürk airport, but they have taken us from military airport in Lahore, Pakistan, and landed in civil Atatürk airport. Actually, they have blindfolded us. It was not clear, but when we came out of the plane, they have taken the socks from our head, and I could see very clearly it was Atatürk airport. And when we reached over there, we have been just behaved like we came as a passenger, with the normal flight. So we didn't have any passport, we didn't have any documents, any ID, nothing. And then the police officer has asked about the passport. I said, we have no passport. We have been kidnapped, and the Turkish intelligence brought. And for that reason also, they have written, and there was a special document for that, as like illegal coming from another country, Turkey. We have been behaved like that. And they said that you cannot enter the Turkey without passport. This is a crime. And they didn't want to listen to us. And we have been taken directly to the airport detention center, and we have been separated, me alone, and my wife and my daughters, they were together.
Thank you very much. Judge Bayens, do you have any question?
Thank you, Madam President. Just one question. Why do you think you were targeted? If you could elaborate a little bit on your own thoughts about the reasons why this happened to you and your wife. Thank you.
Okay. I am not sure why. I told you just randomly I was selected. I was the director of public relations. And I have very good relation with the Pakistani authority in Pakistan, media or other people as well. I mean, respected people in Pakistan, and I have also very good relation. Some people in Turkey, today's rulings party, the people belongs to rulings party, and they many times invited me for some occasions in Turkey. Like they begged me, please bring some people from Pakistan to Turkey. We are going to have some program, because they were not able to invite the people. They don't know English. They have no people, very good people in Pakistan actually. Maybe because of that. Otherwise, there was no any connection. When you look at my warrants, also the paper of warrant, it is saying that as an allegation, working at Abduction schools in Pakistan, and there was a Rumi forum as a peace and educational institution, and working also over there. And there were 3 people in Turkey. One of them was the fellow of Erdogan, and the other one was the rector of university in Turkey, private university. And I had a telephonic conversation with them, but there is no any details, just the date and the time, that is all. When you go to details in the court also, I asked the details, if there is any criminal conversation with them. They were not able to approve, or they were not able to prove that one. And the other person, also very respected person in Turkey, but they, as I told you, they couldn't prove any details about that. This was the allegation of the court against me. And there was another issue that to deposit some money in Bank Asia. That is all. I don't know the reason, actually. As I told you, just randomly.
Thank you very much. Before going back the floor to Judge Maliverni, Judge Pace, you have a question, I think so.
Thank you, Madam President. I just wondered, that clip that we just saw was very professionally done. And I was wondering, A, how and what for it was made, and whether the clips in it, like the scenes, some of those scenes, are they real or are they just sort of borrowed in order to create the environment? I just wondered what was the purpose, original purpose of preparing that clip, which is, by the way, very well done.
Thank you.
I don't know whether Mesut has heard me, but before you came in, he and I were having a chat on Zoom.
Yeah.
Where is the witness?
I am here.
Ah, voilà,
Mr.
okay.
Pace,
Did you hear?
I'm here. Yeah.
Did you hear the question of Judge Pace?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Pace, can you repeat the question, please?
Sure. The clip that we saw with your wife and yourself, family photos and so on, the montage. I was just wondering, A, whether it's obviously made for some kind of purpose of some sort. I was wondering whether those inserts, those clips, like the scene outside the house, like the planes and so on, whether they are authentic or whether they are just borrowed in order to create a work of art, as it were. What was the purpose of it being done originally?
This clip actually, it has been prepared for the Turkey Tribunal. Just we have given them the interview only, okay? And they have montaged some pictures, other views, our photos as well, for this program actually.
Okay, so those inserts, like, like that room with a table in it and a curtain and so on, Those are borrowed from other sources, obviously.
Yes, yes. These pictures have been taken before the incident. Actually, just they have taken because we have left everything in our home in Pakistan. My friends have taken the phones and they have selected some photos. Maybe also we don't have those photos. They have just added to the clips.
Okay, so they're all your stuff.
Yes, it's true. It is true.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam President.
Very much. Judge Malin-Verny? Okay.
Another question, please. Since the abduction, je crois que c'est pas...
Sorry, it's my friend.
No, c'est bien.
Since the abduction took place in Pakistan, my question is, did you or your lawyer bring the case before the Pakistani tribunals?
In Pakistan?
Because after all, the crime was committed on the Pakistani territory. Yeah? Okay.
Ah, that's good. Okay,
so
sir.
Did you bring the case before the Pakistani authorities to clarify?
Yeah. Okay. Actually, by the force of Erdogan regime on Pakistan government, first they have changed. I was working at the Pak Turk schools and colleges. There was a very famous school chain in Pakistan, which is called Pak Turk schools and colleges. So first, after the 15 July coup attempt, end of August 2016, Pakistan authority changed the management of the school, and the Provincial Minister of Justice of Lahore, Punjab, he said that if you do not change your management, we are ready to take all Turkish people and put in one place and then send to Turkey. Just we have been also treated like that. And after this incident, September 2016, first time the ISI people came to my office to see our documents, whether it is illegal or not. Because there was a Rumi Forum in America and there was a Rumi Forum in Pakistan. So when they came, the first one, after 10 years, I have seen one intelligence people came and visited our office. And they asked some documents and they were giving some information about our office. But everything was not related with us. Nothing was related with us. When I asked at the file, if you can give me, let me check. When I see there was a written address and telephone belongs to Washington, D.C. I said that, look at, there is address over here. It is written Washington and telephone number is Washington, not related with us. And they were surprised. There were 4 people and they said that, sorry, sir, actually, these documents have been given by the Turkish ambassador. That time, ex-ambassador of Turkey for Islamabad was Sadık Babur Girgin. He was the person who has prepared everything, our abduction, because just before 10 days of our abduction, they had a meeting with Chief of Army Staff, Kamar Javed Bajwa, as well Navid Mukhtar, the ex-director of ISI in Pakistan, just 10 days ago. I mean, 17 or 18 of September 2017. So during that time, our school was seized by the government in Pakistan, and then we have received notification to leave the country within 72 hours. And immediately we have rushed to United Nations, actually UNHCR, to ask for the asylum seeker. And then we have received our paper, our case accepted by the UNHCR, and we got the permission to remain over there for 1 year. And by the way, of course, some parents rushed to high courts to stop the stay order of government. And then governments had to step down because of the high court orders. We got the stay order over that. Yes, there was a case about that. But it is not for me, it's not for my family. It is about the all Turkish staff. And after that, of course, almost 6 high courts have given stay order for all Turkish staff. But of course, we were not working. We didn't go to schools. After that, what happened? Then our abduction was realized, and my friends rushed to court, Lahore High Court, and the Lahore High Court has given order 28th of September 2017 for the Pakistan security forces to locate, to find our location. And then 8th of October 2017, High Court has given order not to send us to Turkish authority unless we will go to High Court as well. We are going to be prosecuted over there. And many times, despite we have requested from the authorities who was helping us to speak our lawyer, to go to court, and they said that this is not possible. Once the person said that, sir, sorry, we have no anything against you. We have followed you almost for 6 months to find any criminal, because according to Turkish government allegation, you are the member of terror organizations and you have some link over here with some terror organizations. That is why we have observed you for 6 months to find any legal proof or evidence against you, but we couldn't find. That is why Turkish government ordered us to kidnap you like that. I said, okay, if there is any problem, if there is any crime that I have not committed, yes, I think I have not committed any crime, why are you keeping us? And later I have seen the documents, counter-terror departments in Punjab province in Lahore, they have submitted the file to the court that we have not committed any crime, me, my wife as well, my kids, they're already kids. So there was a case in Pakistan like that. The Pakistan authorities has handed over us to Turkish intelligence despite the Lahore High Court order, because there was a case 16 which was arranged 16 October 2017, but unfortunately we were that date in Turkey because we have been kidnapped 13 of October 2017. Actually, sorry, we have been handed over to Turkish intelligence. And also for my wife, there was a warrant for me by Turkish government, by Turkey, but for my wife, there was no any warrant. What we understood that Pakistan government has asked warrant for my wife. 13 October 2017, the Ankara court has prepared warrants on the same day, accepted, and was this warrant sent to Pakistan, and Pakistan also they have accepted this warrant, and on the same day evening we have been transferred from Pakistan to Turkey, from Lahore to Istanbul directly.
Thank you very much. You still have one question?
Yeah, thank you for your evidence. I understand that you have a lot to tell us, but speaking for myself, I must confess that my concentration span is too short to follow your answers. So you give very long answers and then I get very lost. And
yeah,
the longer, no, wait, let me just, let's take it step by step, if you don't mind. I apologize for asking the same questions that might have been asked and for going back to things that you have told us. But can I ask it in short bits and you give short answers? When you were abducted in Pakistan, in your pajamas and without shoes, that was in Pakistan. Then,
in Pakistan.
Yeah, and then you were kept for how long? It said in the summary we have here, you did not see daylight for 17 days. That was still in Pakistan. And then,
yes, for some in Pakistan.
Yeah, And then you said 2 days before your court appearance or something like that, you were transported to Turkey. Is that correct? Did I understand correct? Now, what was that court appearance for?
I will explain. 27th of September, we have been kidnapped. And 28th of September 2017, my friends rushed to court to open the case and to find us. And the court has given stay order, about us not to be handed over to the Turkish government, 8th of October. This is what I learned actually when I was released and collected documents. Then I have realized something has happened during our detention.
No, but hang on now. So what would have happened at that court event 2 days after you were transported to? What would have happened if you were not transported to Pakistan, to Turkey? What would have happened?
Okay, normally we were supposed to be taken to the Lahore High Court to be prosecuted according to international law. If Turkey is demanding us, first I'm supposed to be prosecuted in Lahore, and then if the court accepts to be transferred for us, then we could be transferred.
So that has something to do with extradition. But my colleague, Judge Malinverni, asked, he asked, did you approach a Turkish, Pakistani court? What I want to ask, were you ever charged with a criminal offense in Pakistan? He also mentioned that. Did the Pakistanis, during those 17 days, ever charge you with a criminal offense in Pakistan?
Nothing, no.
Okay. Then the next question, sorry that I make it long, but step by step. When you said you were in trouble because you didn't have passports, was that when you went into Turkey?
Yes.
So did the people who abducted you take you through passport control at the airport?
Yeah, of course. We have actually faced this problem. They asked the passport.
No, but did the abductors say now we have to go to through passport control? And then the officer at passport control said, oh, where's your passport? Is that how it happened? Do you understand the question? Sorry, should I repeat? You were abducted.
I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, I will repeat. You were abducted, and I understand you were in a special plane sent by the Turkish authorities. Now, did the Turkish authorities then take you to the airport in Istanbul and then say, but unfortunately now, although we have abducted you and all of that, but we have to follow procedures and go through passport control?
Yes, exactly, yes, exactly. They said that without passport you cannot enter. I said, we have been kidnapped. There is a police officer here who can ask that we have been taken from the jets. We don't have the passport. They said that, no, this is not possible. So that's why they said that you are going to have some fine about that because of we don't have passport.
So didn't you say when they say, where's your passport, you say, ask this guy behind me, he's the one who abducted me?
I told them, I said that I don't know who they are. I don't care about them. Just I need your passport. I said, I'm sorry, I don't have a passport.
Now, in Turkey, then you were in detention for 6 months. Is that what you said?
No, this is my wife actually, not 6 months. In detention, I remained only for 3 days and my wife for 11 days. My wife was kept in the prison.
In a cell?
In solitary confinement.
For 6 months?
Yes, for 6 months,
right.
Yes, true.
And then when you eventually went back to Pakistan, did you have to go through passport control again? Did they ask you, did the Pakistanis ask you, where's your passport?
In Pakistan...
Sorry, or did I help me if I misunderstood the whole story. Please help me.
Yeah, in Pakistan, we didn't follow the procedure because we have been handed over us to the Turkish government, Turkish intelligence, in military airport. So there was no any office over there. Just we have been taken from car directly to the plane. That is all.
So so to Pakistan, you went through a military airport, but when the abductors took you to Turkey, you went through a civilian airport where they have passport control.
Special jet. No, there was no other passport control in Pakistan.
No, I know.
And
yeah, but when they took you to Turkey in the first place, you went through a civilian airport with passport control.
Yes, in Turkey.
Yeah, that is kind of awkward for abductors to do that, but I understand that the situation may not necessarily be completely rational. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much all.